The idea of bringing Tera to consoles has been kicking around at Masse for quite a while now. I remember first hearing about it way back in, I think, as early as 2013 when another producer here at Masse, Brian, put together a pitch for it. And if you think about it, 2013 is not long after Tera's initial launch on PC, so this is something that's been kind of on our minds for quite some time. And the reasons are, it's just that Tera makes for a great console game, or at the time we felt like it would. Tera's always had a heavy action focus, its defining features, it's true action combat, right? So the immediacy and reliance on player skill and reflexes is just a great kind of map to the gamepad on consoles, where it's all about immediacy, kind of action and reaction in combat, quick dodges. And Tera, in a lot of ways, borrowed from console games when it designed its combat, which was unique within the MMO genre. At the time, the pitch to bring Tera to consoles didn't really gain a lot of steam or traction with Bluehole or Masse, and I think there's a lot of reasons for that. The previous generation of console hardware was not really well suited to a game of Tera's type, and there weren't also a lot of free-to-play games and support for free-to-play games. That was kind of a new thing in the console space, or an unknown thing back in 2013.
So comparing to like PC or mobile games, like console games are not that popular in Korea. So it was really difficult for us to actually form the team that we need to have for this project. As a developer, it is natural to have this, ability to make a console games. So we took some risk ourselves and pursued a right path.
The console project, or the idea of the console project at the time, kind of sat on the back burner for a little while we worked to kind of service Tera on PC and build it out following its free-to-play launch in February 2013. So for, I'd say, I think a good year or two, we were really focused on making the PC service as good as it could be, offering fun new events and expanding the content within the PC version. The conversation around a potential Tera console version didn't kick up again until I think about 2015, when other similar games in the genre began to appear on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, as well as other free-to-play titles began to land on those platforms. And we decided to revisit the pitch and see if there was anything there or anything to it. We still really believed wholeheartedly in Tera as a console game. The reasons why Tera would be fun on console remained to be true. In November 2015, myself and a few other folks here at Masse traveled to Redmond in Washington to Microsoft's office to introduce them to Tera. They had some prior knowledge of the game, but they didn't have a lot of information around how we serviced the game, what kind of content it offered, or why it would be a good fit for their platform. The timing was actually really cool and lined up well, because the Brawler, as an example of why Tera is a great fit for gamepads, is kind of the perfect example, right? Where you're chaining together combos, you're building a combo meter on the screen. So it was really kind of serendipitous that was the content we were pitching to Microsoft for the console version, to kind of sell them on the idea. So coming out of that meeting, where both EME and Bluehole employees were present, I think we had a renewed interest in developing Tera for consoles. I think the meeting solidified in us that there was interest here, not only from Microsoft, but also from players as well. Demands for a console version of Tera were out there on our forums, on our social media pages, so we felt an increasing demand for players to see this game on those platforms. And with that meeting kind of bolstering our confidence in the idea, we put together a new pitch and, along with Bluehole, began to evaluate the prospect of bringing Tera to consoles in earnest. And so at this time, the project was approved. We were set to go forward. It was quite a big milestone, and we, at the end of 2015, embarked during 2016 to begin the development process to bring Tera to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.